Hello, St. Mary's, and welcome to today's story with Mrs. G. I'm going to start it out with a little fun fact or useless information, depending on how you see it. Now, did you know that there is a tiny bird? It's called an Egyptian plover bird. And this bird gets into a crocodile's mouth and picks out the tiny bits of food stuck on its teeth. Well, what does the bird do with them? Well, she eats them, and this often completes her diet. This cleans the crocodile's teeth and keeps his mouth fresh and free from infections. So the plover bird gets her food, and the crocodile gets his mouth cleaned. And in this way, both are able to help each other. So you're probably wondering what prompted this factoid from Mrs. G. Well, last night, in honor of Tommy DePaulo, we read what is called his famous book Stregonona. Today, we are going to read Mrs. Gorensek's favorite Tommy DePaulo book. And many of you have heard this because I like to read this book if I know you're going on a field trip. So, the book I am reading today is Bill and Pete Go Down the River, written and illustrated by Tommy DePaulo. And let's start our story. Tomorrow was the first day of school, and William Everett Crocodile, who was called Bill, and his friend Pete, who was also his toothbrush, were getting ready. Don't forget your new pencil box, Bill, said Mama, and your new lunchbox, said Pete. It will be so nice to see Miss Ibis again, Mama, said Bill. I wonder what you'll learn this year, said Mama. The next morning, after kissing Mama goodbye, Bill and Pete started out for school. It was fun to see all the other little crocodiles again. Now, class, said Miss Ibis, we are going to start this school year by studying the history and geography of Egypt and the Nile River. Oh, goody, cried all the children. What did you learn today, Bill? Asked Mama. We learned about the river Nile, Mama, said Bill. It's nice to learn about your own hometown, said Mama. On Tuesday, Miss Ibis told the class about the Sphinx. Today, we learned about the Sphinx, Mama, said Bill. You mean Sphinx, Bill, said Pete. And boy, it is weird looking. On Wednesday, Miss Ibis told the class all about the pharaohs, the pyramids, and the mummies. The pharaohs built the pyramids so they could be buried there with all their riches, Miss Ibis told them. When they died, they were wrapped up in long strips of cloth and called mummies. The mummy was put in a beautiful case called a sarcophagus. What did you learn today, Bill? Said Mama. Oh, Mama, we learned about the mummies. We learned about the pharaohs and the pyramids, said Bill, and we learned about mummies and esophaguses. You mean sarcophagus, said Pete. Oh, how exciting, said Mom. On Thursday, Miss Ibis told the class about the sacred eye of Isis. It is the most valuable jewel in all the world, said Miss Ibis. Ooh, said all the little crocodiles. But, she added, there is a saying that whoever owns it has bad luck. Ooh, said all the little crocodiles. That is why it is kept in the Royal Museum, said Miss Ibis. Now, how would you like to see the Sphinx, the pyramids, and the sacred eye of Isis? Oh, yes, said all the little crocodiles. Well, tomorrow we are going to take a class trip down the Nile. Hooray! They all shouted. Do you have your lunchbox? Asked Mama. Yes, Mama. Now, Pete, don't forget to brush Bill's teeth, said Mama. I won't, said Pete. Have a good time and listen to Miss Ibis and do exactly what she says, said Mama. Goodbye, Mama, said Bill and Pete. Does everyone have their partners? Miss Ibis asked. Yes, Miss Ibis, the crocodiles answered. Then forward, swim. Ooh, said the little crocodiles. There's the Grand Hotel. Ooh, said all the little crocodiles. There is the Sphinx. Bill, said Pete, look at that man in the big car with all the ladies. He must be a pharaoh, said Bill. Watch out for the bad guy, whispered an old crocodile to Bill and Pete as he swam by. Stay in line, said Miss Ibis as the Nile Queen went by. Ooh, said all the little crocodiles. Here we are at the pyramid, said Miss Ibis as the class stepped ashore. Miss Ibis bought the tickets and they all went inside. The guide will hold a big mirror to help light the passageway so we can see. Miss Ibis explained to the class, now, as I told you all, the mummies and all the riches are no longer kept here. They are in the Royal Museum, which we will visit next, and where we will see the sacred eye of Isis. Ooh, said all the little crocodiles. The class saw mummies and sarcophagus and the sacred eye of Isis. There's that man again, Bill, whispered Pete. He looks familiar. And then they sat down to eat their lunch. Miss Ibis, may I be excused, please, said Bill. And he and Pete went inside to find a restroom to brush Bill's teeth. Ah, look, Bill, said Pete. I thought I recognized him, the bad guy. Oh, Mr. Bad Guy, don't, cried Bill. You'll have bad luck. Shut up, you walking suitcase, yelled the bad guy, and he locked Bill inside a sarcophagus. Yeah, can't do that to my friend, shouted Pete, and he flew into the restroom to get some toilet paper. Take that, said Pete, and he flew round and round and round, and presto, the bad guy was a mummy. Then Pete untied a guard who let Bill out of the sarcophagus. Where have you been, William Everett? Scolded Miss Ibis. Why, these two fine fellows saved the sacred eye of Isis from falling into evil hands, said the head of the museum. The bad guy is being taken to Cairo and put in jail. And as a reward, we're going to send you all home on the Nile Queen. Ooh, said all the little crocodiles. And so, Mama, that's what happened on our first class trip, said Bill. My goodness, said Mama, what an adventure. And Miss Ibis was right, said Bill. The sacred eye of Isis does bring bad luck, especially to bad guys, said Pete. So there you have it, boys and girls, our story for today. So, on the count of 3, I want all of you, we're all going to do that big class ooh together. 1, 2, 3. Ooh! See you tomorrow.